Tackling Baltimore's crime problem, the mayor formally unveiled his three-pillar crime prevention plan. Hello again, I'm Sean Stryker. Mayor Brandon Scott is rolling out this comprehensive violence prevention plan. The mayor presented today's presentation included 3 different events happening across the city. His office called it a first-of-its-kind public safety strategy. WJZ is live. Avajoy Burnett was at the mayor's announcement this morning. She has the details. Avajoy.
Sean, good afternoon to you. Well, the mayor met at a community center here in East Baltimore, and he was flanked by dozens of people, including members of the Maryland congressional delegation. And you mentioned that he talked about the 3 prongs. He called it a first of its kind to stop the really bad violence here in the city of Baltimore. So we're just getting these details. He just wrapped up the press conference. I'm going to go over some of it for you. The first prong here was a public health approach. And under this, they talked about the reason that they need to stop the gun violence. And one of the things that they plan on doing is trying to figure out why people are deciding to pick up the gun and get to them before they decide to use that gun. And they also talked about re-entry services. Now, this is something for people who may have been incarcerated. They want for some of these folks to be able to have jobs even before they get out of jail, so that once they're back out into their communities, they won't resort to a life of crime. And prong number two talked about community engagement. One of the reasons why he met at this facility here is because they wanted to be able to involve members of the community. They said they got input from dozens of people, thousands actually, across the city of Baltimore. They had dozens of meetings, and they just wanted to be able to figure out what the people in the communities want to see in order to stop the violence. And prong number 3, they talked about evaluation and accountability. Now, this is all supposed to take about 5 years to implement, but the mayor said we're seeing some of these services already take place. For example, that 911, the version system that we talked about a couple of months ago, where calls into 911, if they are not crime related, they may be diverted to, say, like a mental health professional. Here is something that the mayor said a little bit earlier today.
We are here today because there is no secret that violent crime is Baltimore's most pressing challenge. Our comprehensive violence prevention plan embraces the notion that every agency and organization that interfaces with Baltimoreans plays a critical role in tackling violent crime.
Now, today's 10:30 event was the first of 3 stops. The mayor has 2 additional stops today. WJZ will be there, and we will have updates for you in these afternoon shows. Live in East Baltimore, Avajoy Burnett for WJZ.